Bekka, how fun was that third set there with momentum and just the crowd getting into it?
Oh man, it was like smooth. Like we were all on the same page. Nothing felt rushed. It was just here in the moment. Just having fun, giving our best effort. It just felt smooth.
Kaitlyn, how did it feel to have everybody healthy and available for the first time in a long time?
It's awesome, It's a great feeling, and I've said it before, everybody on our bench can come in and do amazing things, so that just gets proven every game that we bring somebody new in, so very good, yeah.
How well were you in sync with Whitney tonight on that block? I mean, you guys had a lot of blocks, and how well were you two working together?
I think we worked together really, really well. It was pretty crazy. Like, we're just talking to each other, like 1, 2, 3 up, like no hesitations, just very fluid. Yeah, on the same page, very on the same page.
How did you two develop chemistry? Is that something you've built over the last couple of months too, or how do you go about building that chemistry so you can do that sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely. I think every game we just trust each other more, and then in practice, the more reps we get with each other, it just again becomes more fluid, and so. I think today we put on a little bit of a blocking clinic out there, so very happy with everybody in our block, so yeah.
Kaitlyn, did playing against Penn State feel like you thought it would, or did it feel different than you thought it would?
Definitely different than I thought it would. I tried to get rid of the emotion so that I wouldn't be either too high or too low, and so I think that definitely helped me play cooler and calmer, so yeah, it went really well.
That first block kind of helped calm those nerves and kind of get you into rhythm, flow of the rhythm?
Definitely. A stuffy always helps.
What did you think of the way that Lexi was flying around back there in the back row?
Doing what Lexi does, man. Like, she's unstoppable, and she's so, like, you can always rely on her. I mean, I remember at one point I turned around and told her, ready for junk, and then I realized who I was talking to, and I was like, she knows. And so I just started, yeah. She crushed it.
But Bekka, what was working so well? I mean, it wasn't just Kaitlyn and Whitney that were blocking. I mean, you were blocking well out there too. What were you guys doing well on the court to allow the block to be so effective tonight?
Trusting the setup. We talked a lot about during practice with scouting about how some of these attackers have tendency and really intense angles that they can hit. And so trusting Maddie or who was ever on my side that they were in the right setup, so that gives me the freedom to dive hard. Because in those moments, if you don't have the right setup, you can get exposed. I think I got tooled once out of Holland, and those moments it's like, oh, but that was our biggest thing, was just trusting the setup, and so that allows me to do what I can.
Bekka, what do you think their hitters must have been feeling as the match went on and on?
Our hitters?
Their hitters, Penn State hitters.
I mean, they were probably. I hope they were feeling the pressure because we were bringing it. So, I think we were forcing them to hit shots they weren't used to hitting. Like I said, we worked a lot on their tendencies, so we were trying to force them to hit their secondary shots, usually things that they're not comfortable with. So I can say that it looked like they felt the pressure.
Kaitlyn, what does it do for you knowing you have Lexi, Kenzie back in the back row behind you? What does that do for you at the net?
I think it just gives not only me but all of our hitters so much more confidence to swing away, to make block moves like Bekka was talking about, because if something doesn't go the way that you're hoping, they got your back.
What was it like for both of you to have Nicklin back out there? I know that you saw her work hard to get back on the court.
It's like you can just pick up right where you left off. Like you kind of just forget that she's been out for so long and hasn't been with us in those live games. We get some reps off her sometimes during practice when she was feeling all right. But it's like that. You kind of felt like that fiery connection because especially after say we get an error, I can always count on her to set me right back, and yeah, it's just like that bond.
Yeah, ditto. I mean, she's a very experienced setter, and I think that's very apparent in just the way she moves and the way she plays, so couldn't be happier. She's doing great, yeah.
Any more questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.